Hello dear students, welcome back to series of videos on Accenture presented by MY3 Academy. I am Hari Krishna. In this session, we'll try to look at the questions which are related to number series and letter series. In the Accenture written test, from abstract reasoning, we are getting 15 questions. Out of 15 questions we are going to see in the abstract reasoning, 3 to 4 questions are given from the number and letter series. So in the previous videos, I have already covered coding and decoding and visual reasoning questions which are having higher weightage. In this video, we'll try to look at the number and letter series questions. What is the concept? What is the approach of solving the questions which are related to number series and letter series? And along with the previous questions, we'll try to solve in this session. So let's look at what is the number patterns which you are going to see in the number and letter series. Basically, after looking at different questions which are given in the Accenture paper, the actual questions which are given in the Accenture paper, I realized Accenture is focusing on three important models. We'll observe what are the three important models. The first one is the basic thing. Whenever we see any number series question, we'll be applying that method, that is looking at the common difference or looking at the difference between the terms. So you can go with the level of difference. So that is a one pattern which is repeating, and in Accenture especially, product of the terms. So the next term is generated by multiplying with some number. So multiplying with 1 or multiplying with 2, something like that. And another important pattern is alternative series. So these are the three important patterns which are repeating in the Accenture paper. Let's take one example and understand how can we tackle these pattern questions. So if you look at the question 1 here, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17. What is the next term is a question. So to find out the next term, you can observe 5, 8. There is an increase of 3. 8, 11. There is an increase of 3. 11 plus 3 is 14. 14 plus 3 is 17. 17 plus 3 is your answer. So answer choice must be equal to 20. That means what is happening here? Each number in the pattern is increased by 3. This is the one type we are getting. That means going with the difference between the terms will give you your answer choice. And sometimes you are going to get a question like this. What is the next term? 3, 1, 1 by 3, 1 by 9. So what is happening here? 3 is multiplied by 1 by 3. You will get 1. 1 by 3 multiplied by 1 by 3. You will get 1 by 3. And if you multiply again this 1 by 3 with 1 by 3, you will get 1 by 9. Again, if you multiply 1 by 9 with 1 by 3, you will get 1 by 27. That means there is a multiplication factor here. So you are getting the questions related to multiplication factor. So here every number is multiplied by 1 by 3 here. So answer must be 1 by 27. This is another pattern which is repeating in the Accenture paper. And the third one, if you look at this series 1, 2, 2, 5, 4, 8, 8, 11, what is the next term in the series? So as soon as you see, this is not following a particular order. So if you look at the question which is keep on increasing pattern and gradual increase with lower difference, then you can go with the type 1. That means going with the difference. If it is keep on increasing but huge number of increase is there, then you have to think about the multiplication factor. And if there is no specific pattern, no common increase or gradual increase or gradual decrease, if it is a fluctuating pattern, then think about the alternative series. If you look at these numbers again, you are able to see this is alternative series. It is followed by these numbers. So this is 1 into 2, 2 into 2, 4 into 2. The next one is 8 into 2, which will be 16. And what about these numbers? 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 3, 11, 11 plus 3 should be your next term, which is 14. So they are asking the next immediate term. You can mark the answer as 16 here. That means alternative series is one thing which is available here. So one is powers of 2. That means 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4. And the other one is which is maintaining a common difference of 3. 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 3 is 11, 11 plus 3 should be the next term. So these are the three major important patterns which are repeating in the Accenture paper. After solving a few questions based on the Accenture papers, I realized these patterns are repeating more. So in the Accenture, from number and letter series, we are getting at least 4 questions, 3 to 4 questions we are getting. So if you observe the some practice questions, you can easily solve the questions. Let's take some previous questions which are given in the Accenture paper, and we'll observe what is the next term or what is the missing term in the sequences. If you observe the first question here, so we have 34, 35, 38, 43 and 50. They are expecting us to find out the next term in the sequence. As usually, as I told you in the previous, whenever you see any question, first go with the level of difference. So 34 to 35, the difference is 1. And 35 to 38, there is a difference of 3. 38 to 43, there is a difference of 5. 43 to 50, there is a difference of 7. So 50, and what is the next term? So if you are not able to understand the logic in the level 1 of difference, you can go with the second level of difference. Difference is 2 here, difference is 2 here, difference is 2 here. That means the next term should maintain a difference of 2. If the next term is 2, it is going to be 7 plus 2, 9. If it is 9, the required answer choice will be 50 plus 9, which is going to be 59. So mark your answer choice as going to be option D here. Hope you are able to understand what we need to do. So first solve the question by taking the level of difference between the terms. If it is not matching, think about the other things. So let's look at the next one. So in this question, we need to find out the missing term. So we have to complete the series here. 14, 16, 19, 24, 32 and question mark 61. So they are expecting us to find out the question mark value. So to find out the question mark value, let me go with the level of difference first. So if I look at the difference, there is a difference of 2. There is a difference of 3. There is a difference of 5. And the next one is maintaining a difference of 24 and 8. The next one will be what? So 2, 3, 5, 8, it is not following a particular pattern. Let's go with the second level of difference to understand the pattern again. So if you observe the difference here, 2, 3, there is a difference of 1. 3 to 5, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8. That means in the second level of difference, I got the numbers 1, 2, 3. So the next one should be 4. If it is 4, 8 plus 4, it will be 12. If it is 12, the required answer is going to be 32 plus 12, which is going to be 44. Mark your answer choice as going to be option D here. Hope you are able to understand. Moving forward to the next question. If you observe this question, so they given the series like this, 33 and 34, 45, 66, question mark, 138 and 189. So in this, we need to find out the missing term. To find out the missing term, let me go with the difference between the terms here. If I observe the difference, so 33 to 34, there is a difference of 1. 34 to 45, there is a difference of 11. 45 to 66, there is a difference of 21. So their differences are like this. If you are not able to understand the logic in the differences in the level 1, go for the second level of difference. So 1 and 11, there is a difference of 10. 11 and 21, there is a difference of 10. That means the next one should maintain the same difference of 10. 21 plus 10, it will be 31. If it is 31, the required answer choice is going to be 66 plus 31. Mark the answer choice, which is equal to 97. Available as option C, mark it as answer choice. Hope you are able to follow. Moving forward to the next question. So in this question, again they are expecting us to find out the missing term in the sequence. So 12 and 20 and 33, 51, question mark 102. Question mark 102. So what is the missing term here? If you observe, I am directly going with the difference between the terms. 12 to 20, there is a difference of 8. 20 to 33, there is a difference of 13. 33 to 51, there is a difference of 18. So exactly, I didn't understand what is the logic following in the level 1 of difference. That's the reason I am going with the second level of difference. If you look at the difference now, 8 to 13, there is a difference of 5. 13 to 18, there is a difference of 5. So the next one should maintain a same difference of 5. So 18 plus 5, which is giving a result as 23. If this is 23, the required answer is going to be 51 plus 23, which is equal to 74. Mark the answer choice as going to be option C here. Mark the answer choice as going to be option C here. Hope you are able to follow. Moving forward to the next question. If you observe this question, we have a terms like this: 5, 6, 13, 26, question mark and 70. So they are asking us to find out the question mark value. So if I look at these numbers, I am trying to observe what is the difference between the terms here. If I look at these numbers, 5 and 6, there is a difference of 1. And 6 and 13, there is a difference of 7. 6 plus 7 is 13. 13 and 26, 13 plus 13 is 26. But I didn't understand what is the logic in the first level of difference. So that is the reason what I am doing is I am going with the second level of difference. 1 to 7, there is a difference of 6. 7 to 13, there is a difference of 6. So now the next difference will be definitely 6. If the next difference is 6, 13 plus 6, it should be 19. If this is 19, the required answer choice, the question mark value should be 26 plus 19. 26 plus 19 is giving a result as 45. So mark the answer choice as going to be option B here. Mark the answer as option B. Let's look at the next question. If you observe this question, we have a series like this: 3, 8, 17, 30 and question mark 68. Question mark 68. So I am trying to observe what is the difference between the terms first. So 3 to 8, difference is 5. 8 to 17, there is a difference of 9. 17 to 30, there is a difference of 13. But I didn't understand what is the logic in the level 1 of difference. That's the reason let me go with the second level of difference. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 4 is 13. 13 plus 4 should be 17. If this is 17, the answer choice must be 30 plus 17, which is equal to 47. Mark the answer option A here. Mark the answer as option A here. Hope you are able to follow. All these are the previous Accenture questions. So let's look at few questions on the letter series. So if you observe this particular series, when you see letter series, don't look at the letters in the form of a letters. Look at them in the form of a numbers. You will be feeling very comfortable to solve the question. So we are able to see A 2Z, B 4Y, C 6X, D 8W. Question mark value they are asking. So that means missing term they are asking. I am trying to observe the first terms which are available here. So you can just observe the first terms in this is A, B, C, D. The question mark value will be having what? Definitely A, B, C, D means the question mark should start with E. So if you look at the options, there is only one option is starting with E. You can directly mark it as answer choice. If one more option is also started with E, then you think about the other one. So here we'll solve completely 2, 4, 6, 8. So 2, 4, 6, 8. There is a common difference of 2. The next one is going to be 8 plus 2, 10. And Z, Y, X, W. So the next one will be V. So answer must be E, 10, V. Available as option A. You can mark it as answer choice. Let's look at the another question here. If you observe this question, they given that 2, Q, 5, 7, P, 7, 14, O, 9, 23, N, 11 and 34, M, 13. So you can take any one of the alphabet and number or alphabet, whatever you like to, and you can start solvation. So here I am just observing the first term available in every term. So here first term is 2, here it is 7 and the next one is having 14, next one is having 23 and the next one is having 34 and the next term is required. So let me find out the difference. So there is a difference of 5 here. And there is a difference of 7 here. There is a difference of 9 here. There is a difference of 11 here. If you are not able to understand the difference in the first level, go for the second level. You will be clearly able to understand these are common difference of 2. So 11 plus 2, 13. If this is 13, your answer choice will be 34 plus 13, which is equal to 47. So two answers are started with 47. So that is the reason I am trying to check the another term. So let's look at the second term available here. This is Q. So Q means we have Q is nothing but 17. P is 16. O is 15. N is 14. Next 13 is there. The next one should be 12. What is 12th alphabet? Obviously L. So answer must be this. You can eliminate this. Hope you are able to follow. Let's take the next question available here. They are given complete letters here, not a mixed series. They are asking what is the next term available. And if you observe here, C, and I am just observing the first terms, P, K, X, S. What is the next term is a question. If I take them in the form of numbers 3, 16, 11, 24, 19. If you observe, there is no gradual increase. So 3, 16, okay. 16 become 11. That means there is a decrease. Again increase, again decrease. So when we have this fluctuated type of pattern, don't go with the level of difference in this case. You never get the answer if you go with the level of difference. So what you have to think is, think for alternative series or Fibonacci series or doublets or triplets. You will be arriving the answer very easily. 90% of the questions you will be getting the answer just by taking the level of difference. If the level of difference is not matching, think about three things. One is alternative series, the other one is Fibonacci series. In Fibonacci series, third term is generated by adding the first two terms, and the other one is going to be doublets or triplets. So here I am just thinking about alternative series. So 3, 11 and 19. If you observe the difference, 3 become 11. What is the increase? 3 plus 8 is 11 and 11 plus 8 is 19. Similarly, if you observe these numbers, so 16 become 24. That means there is an increase of 8. And 24 will be what? 24 plus 8. What is 24 plus 8? 24 plus 8 will be 32. But 32 alphabet is not there. Then how can we write 32? 32, because we have only 26 alphabets. I am writing 32 as going to be 26 plus 6. What is the sixth alphabet? Sixth alphabet is F. So your answer choice should start with F. If you look at, there are two options are started with F. So you can eliminate the other ones. And similarly, you can just check the any other term, first or last term, as your wish. So this is G 7 and U 21 and O 15 and C 3 and W 23. If you observe these terms, again these terms are also following the alternative pattern. 7 plus 8 is 15, 15 plus 8 is 23. Similarly, 21 plus 8, which is equal to 29, 26 plus 3 they have taken. Next 3 plus 8 should come. What is 3 plus 8? 3 plus 8 is 11. What is the 11th alphabet? K. That means answer choice should start with F, end with K. So mark the answer choice as option A here. Hope you are able to understand this. Let's look at the other question. So if you observe this question, they given the terms like this: 40, 100, 250 and 625. What is the next term is a question. So first I am going with the level of difference. So there is a difference of 60 and there is a difference of 150 and again there is a difference of 250, 350 and 375. And by looking at these numbers, I understand it is not following any specific pattern if I go with the level of difference. But immediately after looking at 40 and 625, the first and last terms, the increase is more. Just if you look at the previous questions, the increase was little less, so compared to the deviation is very less, but here the deviation is more. So maybe they connected with the multiplication factor. You just think about that multiplication factor, then you will be able to arrive the answer choice. So 40, 100, 250, 625, they are expecting us to find out what is the question mark value. So you can just observe 40 to 100. What is the multiplication factor? So you can just multiply 40 into 2.5, because we know 25 into 4 is 100. So 40 into 2.5 will give a result which is going to be 100, and 100 become 250. Again, what is the multiplication factor? Same, if you multiply with 2.5 you will get this 250, and again 250 into 2.5 will give a result as 625. So the next term will be 625 into 2.5. 625 into 2.5. So 625 into 2.5 if you do, you will be getting your answer choice. So what is the result of 625 into 2.5? So 625 is multiplied with 2.5. 25 5s are 125 and 25 2s are 50 and this is giving a result 62. 25 into 6, 150. 150 plus 6, 156. So you will be having a decimal here. Answer choice must be 1562.5. Available as option D. Mark it as answer choice. That means basically it is a question of geometric progression with a common ratio of 2.5. With a common ratio of 2.5. So in Accenture, definitely one question they are connecting with the geometric progression with any one common term or multiplication term. You just observe that pattern and you can easily mark the answer choice. Let's look at the next question available here. So in this question, we have 40 and 200 and 700 and 1400, and they are expecting us to find out what is the question mark value. So to find out the question mark value, I am trying to observe. Again, the difference is going to be more, but 700 and 1400, as soon as I see these numbers, I understand that it is doubled. That means it is multiplied by 2. So after that, I am just looking at what is the relation between 40 and 200. So if you look at 200 by 40, it is 5. That means 40 into 5 will be this. And what is the relationship between 200 and 700? 200 becomes 700. 700 by 200 will give a result 3.5. That means it is multiplied by 3.5. So this is again a multiplication factor going on. But after looking at these terms, I understand. So what is the reason? Previously we have a common multiplication factor 2.5 into 2.5 into 2.5 like that. But here this number is not that. So this multiplication factor is having one logic. What is that logic? 5 become 3.5. That means minus 1.5. And 3.5 become 2. That means here also it is minus 1.5. And 2 will become 2 minus 1.5, which will be 0.5. That means you have to multiply 1400 with 0.5. So 1400 into 0.5, that means 1400 into half will give a result which is going to be 700. So the next term available here should be 700. Available as option D for us. Mark it as answer choice. Hope you are able to understand the point. So here the multiplication factor is a question. Again, that multiplication factors are having a common difference of 1.5. Let's take the next question. So in this question, we have 13, 9, 26 and 18 and 52 and 36. They are expecting us to find out the next term available in the sequence. So if you observe these numbers, as soon as I look at these numbers, I understand it is not going with a gradual increase. If it is gradual increase, then I would have solved the question by taking the level of difference. So 13, 9, 26. So there is a decrease, again increase, the decrease, increase. So when you have this fluctuation type, then immediately you have to think about what? You have to think about alternative pattern. So 13 into 2 is 26. 26 into 2 is 52. 52 into 2 is going to be 104. They are expecting us to find out the question mark value. Question mark value will be 104. And what about this? This also following the same. 9 into 2, 18. 18 into 2 is going to be 36. 36 into 2, the next term will be 72. But they are just asking the next immediate term. So 104 should be our answer choice. Mark the answer choice as option B here. Let's look at the next question. So if you observe this question, this is 0.5, 3, 4, 10 and 18. They are expecting us to find out what is the next term here. So to find out the next term, so little different pattern which you can observe here. So 0.5, if you look at the difference is going to be 2.5, then 1 difference. Then the difference is something like 6 difference and 8 difference. So it is not, difference is not matching with a particular pattern. So what is happening here? So 4 is 10, maybe increase of 6 or multiplied by 2 and adding 2 will give 10. But 10, if you multiply with 2, you will get 20, but they given 18. That means they are subtracting with 2. So that means the pattern is multiplied by 2, adding 2, multiplied by 2, difference of 2. Is it matching with this? Let's look at. So if you multiply 3 into 2, 6 should come, but 6 minus 2 is 4. Similarly, what should happen here? It is multiplied by 2. 0.5 into 2 is 1. 1 plus 2 must be 3. Yeah, pattern is matching. So into 2 plus 2, into 2 minus 2, into 2 plus 2, into 2 minus 2. The next one is going to be into 2 plus 2. So 18 into 2 is 36, 36 plus 2 is 38, 38 should be your answer choice. Mark it as option B here. Mark it as option B here. Hope you are able to understand. Let's look at the next question. If you observe this question, you are able to see 1, 2, 3, 5, 9, 8, 27 and 11. See, again, as soon as you see this, what you have to understand, it is a gradual increase. Still here it is gradually increased, no doubt. But 9 become 8 and 27, 11. So there is a fluctuation. So if it is keep on increasing, gradually increasing, you can go with the level of difference. That is what we have solved in the starting questions. So here it is not a gradual increase. Because it is not a gradual increase, immediately I am just trying to think of alternative series. This is 1, this is 3, this is 9, this is 27. What is happening here? This is 3 power 0, 3 power 1, 3 power 2, 3 power 3. Next one will be 3 power 4, which is 81. Or 1 into 3 is 3, 3 into 3 is 9, 9 into 3 is 27. Next one is 27 into 3, which is going to be 81. What about the other numbers? 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 3, 11. 11 plus 3 should become. So 11 plus 3 should be 14. But they are asking the next immediate term. The next immediate term is going to be 81. Mark the answer choice as going to be option A here. Hope you are able to understand. Let's take one last question. So if you observe this question, 4, 7 and 25, 9, 12 and 13. Next 14, 17 and 35, they are expecting us to find out the next term here. So if you observe here also there is a fluctuation. So gradual increase or decrease, it's not following that pattern. So alternatively also, if I look at alternative series also not matching. But by looking at these numbers, I realized one point. These are maintaining a common difference of 5. So that's the reason I'm making a slab like this and observing the pattern again. So every 3 numbers are available in one pattern. Every 3 numbers are available in one pattern. So this is what is happening in this question. So if you observe this number, so 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 5 is 14. Similarly, if you look at this number, 7 plus 5 is 12, 12 plus 5 is 17. So these numbers are generated by adding 5. So here also we are able to see 4 plus 5 is 9 and 9 plus 5 is 14. So the next one will be 14 plus 5. 14 plus 5 is going to be 19. The question mark should be replaced by 19 here. So mark the answer as 19. And this term also increased by 5. 25 plus 5, 30, 30 plus 5, 35. So actually the next term should be 19 and 17 plus 5, which is 22, comma 40 should be the next 3 terms. But they are asking just only one term. The next immediate term is going to be 19. Next term will be 22. Next term will be 40. Here the answer choice will be 19. Hope you are able to understand this. So this is what is a complete discussion of the number series. So once you are done with the practice with the concept, so just go with these practice questions and don't forget to like the video and comment your answer choices below. I am giving 3 practice questions. Look at those practice questions and try to solve them, and if you are able to answer, please answer, and if you want to explain, you can explain also. Look at the practice question number 1. Pause the video, solve the question and comment your answer choices below. Practice question number 2. All these are previous Accenture questions only. Practice question number 3. This is little tricky question. So these 3 practice questions you can solve and comment your answer choices below. Thank you so much. See you in the next session.